Fire was in the front, dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see behind me, we bought another project car. Now if we could finish our cars as fast as we buy project cars, we might be onto something, but seems like we just keep buying projects and slowly finishing them. But
We buy cool ones though.
yeah, we buy cool projects, so I guess that's all right. But this is a 2017 ZL1 Camaro. As you can see, had some fire damage. I'll show you the under the hood here in a second. This car came out of North Carolina, I believe. North or South Carolina, I don't exactly remember. Raleigh, North Carolina, that's right. And it's actually a super clean car, other than up there where it caught on fire. 2017, we don't know the miles on it. We're probably guessing somewhere around 10 to 15,000 miles, according to the Carfax and when we ran the VIN number. But here you can see, I turned the display off of this, I don't like it. Here you can see where most of the damage was. You can open the hood up, we'll show them this. The hood, I think, will be able to save. The carbon fiber insert, I don't know. See, the carbon doesn't burn, we learned on our other Fire ZL1 that we bought that absolutely burnt to the ground. But it's got the, like the resin burn off of it. So I don't know if we'll be able to save that.
Clear bra on it too.
Yeah, it's got a clear bra on it that we found over here. But obviously, your clear bra doesn't protect it when somebody decides to try to key it. So, all right, guys, under the hood is where this thing really shines.
Not really, but
well, it doesn't actually shine, but it will. You ZL1 guys out there will notice right off the bat, it doesn't have a stock blower on it. That's a Whipple 2.9 that it's got on it. Other things, it's got, as you can see, the Rotofab intake. Got a set of headers, upper pulley, lower pulley. It's also got, I believe they called it a Lingenfelter, like GT35 camshaft, I believe. It's got ARP head bolts. We actually found this car for sale on Facebook. The car was built by JMS Racing or JMS Tuning down in San Antonio, Texas, I believe. We found a for sale thread. I haven't tried to reach out to the owner that had it for sale yet, but he had a pretty detailed description on what the car had and how it ran. It made like 789 horsepower, I believe it was, to the rear tires. So it definitely makes some steam. That was on 13 pounds of boost. These things, you're really limited to power because of the fuel system. The stock injectors and stock, direct injection fuel pump just limits your power big time because it costs so much to upgrade those. But there's a flex fuel sensor, so this thing can run on E85. We'll show you the interior. 6-speed manual. It's got the Recaro seats. All the ZL1s got the Recaro seats in them. But if you see over there, I mean, there's not any damage to the interior anywhere. We actually hooked up a jump box to it. The radio plays, but it wouldn't tell us how many miles it's got on it. I mean, the rest of the car is super nice. Got a set of drag radials on it. Somebody keyed the whole thing. They went down the deck lid onto the rear bumper. Freaking idiots. It's got an aftermarket spoiler on it that looks pretty good. It's all carbon fiber. But yeah, like I was saying, in here, I mean, there's absolutely no damage. Doesn't smell burnt like all the burnt cars do smell when they get inside. And up here you can see it's not burned up there in there any, so the fire just stayed right around here. So we're gonna order up a fuse box, a wiring harness, the coolant overflow, just the main things that we can see. Then we're gonna dig into it and see what else we need. But I mean, mainly right now it's just a fuse box. The important thing right down there is the ECU. We're hoping that did not get damaged. Looks like we might need some battery cables.
we'd have to
But
retune.
Yeah, we would have to get it retuned and everything if the ECUs burn up. So all the markings that the insurance company's got on here is what they said was damaged and need replaced. So yeah, this is the new build. So we're gonna go ahead and get this thing cleaned up, start taking it apart and seeing what we need. Alright guys, we got this thing out here in the barn and we started doing a little bit of work to it. We've sourced a lot of parts for it. We've got everything but a fender, which we're trying to find. These are ZL1 only. They're a little wider than the SS's and the V6 cars. And then an engine wiring harness we're having trouble with. So we pulled apart the engine harness to inspect it. We've seen a couple broken wires here. Those will easily be fixed. We'll solder those together. We need to get down there and see what we've got going on down there. So we're gonna get to work on this thing and see how bad the damage is.
Sweet, it's still good. Looks fine.
Yeah.
I don't think that connector's any good anymore.
Probably won't be. We won't be reusing that one.
Here, ECU got a little warm.
Is that the engine harness?
Yep. Not too bad. A little crispy. All that. Just all the fire extinguisher stuff.
Alright guys, we have pulled the cowl section, all the wiper motor, completely out of this thing. We're trying to figure out, we found a little bit more damage on the engine wire harness, and we're trying to figure out where exactly it goes to so we can see what the extent of the damage is. We already ordered a main harness which goes through the firewall right there, so we'll be changing that one. We're just trying to figure out what other harnesses and stuff we need. We know for sure. We thought we were gonna save the engine harness and just fix up here, but as you can see, it's toast. So we're gonna keep working on this thing and seeing what we find. All right guys, we're underneath the car. We haven't showed you underneath here yet, but we've got a set of Corsa axle back mufflers. Looks like we've got some sort of, is that a drag radial? Toyo Proxy R888R. I don't know, I've never seen a tire like that. Must be like a road course tire or something. I think it looks like it went off road in a time or two. Oh, we've got a smashed AN fitting on the fuel pump. It's got an aftermarket fuel pump up here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Can you see it?
Yep.
And the fuel pump goes right in here, so that's smashed. We're gonna fix that. And then Ryan's gonna pop this off. It's got plastic pieces. You really can't get to anything under here unless you start taking a bunch of stuff off. We're gonna get this stuff pulled off, and then we can start finishing pulling that wiring harness out for the engine.
This tire looks like it may need to be replaced.
It's burned up, ain't it? Mm-hmm.
All on the side.
Now that is a burnout.
Burn out, burn up. Oh yeah, over here.
Man, they made that for one man. A one-man job.
So we were hoping that it would be an easy fix. Swap a wiring harness out. Then we start looking at it and more stuff's burnt coming down into here, which you really can't see from down here, but I think we've come to conclusion that it'd be easier just to take the whole engine and transmission subframe, just drop it out of the car and get easy access to the firewall and the engine and back of the transmission and everything, and then pop it out once you get everything back together, put it back in and go drive and go do some burnouts.
We don't want to do this kind of burnout.
This is a burn up.
Oh, this is a burnout?
We don't want to do a burnout.
We're gonna do burnouts, not burn ups.
Sometimes burnouts lead to burnouts.
That's what happened here.
Alright, I guess we gotta pull the engine.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Alright, have at it, Neil.
I think I'm gonna call my sister, have her bring me some food.
We'll record you.
Yeah.
Daily life of Neil.
Yeah, the daily life of Neil doesn't have a whole lot of cars up like this with fire damage. I'm the guy that sends it to the auction.
So you're the burnout?
I'm the burnout. No, I'm the burn up. You guys are the burnout. It's an expensive cat playground you're on there. Yeah.
Oh, dang, I gotta replace the horn. It's got an X on it.
Needs a Dixie horn.
Wrong car.
Wrong car. It's got two horns. This one's probably still good.
That's good. Yeah, see, look, the radiator sits in the cam members, just like on the 5th gens.
What's this? Is that for diff?
I have no idea.
Well, you own one of these, you're supposed to know.
Look at it. It's got more parts in the car than in the engine bay.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
The whole engine is in the trunk.
How you gonna get it out?
Check that
Out of the trunk?
Didn't I close the trunk?
Yeah, you close the trunk. We got no battery hooked up. There's so much parts in it. I don't think you can crawl to the back and pull the little glow in the dark thing. So that'll be a fun one.
Like locking the keys in the safe.
Just doing a once over, making sure that we got everything unplugged. Some of it unplugged itself.
Some of these were easier to unplug than others.
Yep, some were easy, very easy to unplug. Unplug them with a pair of side cuts. That's the best kind. I think we're good. What about?
I already got the radiator running out.
plastic looks good. Do this? They've got a hose clamp on it.
And the harness is off.
Alright guys, that's what we came here to do. Time to go home. Alright guys, that's going to end it off for today. As you can see, we dropped the engine. We didn't pull the engine. We dropped the engine. We got the wiring harness off. We're actually going to mark some things on that harness that'll tell us where to put the new harness, because it actually snakes around a bit. We've got a few cut pieces that we didn't actually take off yet. We've got to remove a couple accessories. But tomorrow's Monday. We're going to locate another harness, hopefully. Because of the whole COVID-19 thing that's going on, we're struggling to buy some parts new from GM. They actually shut down to make some masks and stuff like that. And other plants actually shut down totally. So their parts department is real far behind. So they weren't able to find us a fender and a harness and stuff like that. They were selling it. They were saying like 3 to 5 weeks out, and they couldn't actually give us a time period. So we're gonna try to find a used harness. We've got used wiring harness for the chassis that goes through the chassis, can go throughout the entire car. We've got one of those coming this week. We've got the front bumper coming on Monday.
Hood insert.
We've got a hood insert to fix that hood. We're actually gonna fix that hood and then use the insert on it. What else do we have?
Side skirt.
Yeah, we're the side skirt.
Washer jug. I think the coolant overflow on the supercharger tank.
We've got
Other than that, I think we're just going to kind of go through a little bit more and see what other parts we got, miscellaneous parts we got to try to find. And like the alternator harness is all charred up and coming apart. And little things here and there, but make a list and get them ordered and get it going.
Cool.
Alright, so we're actually trying to have a couple of our cars done for the fast races, June 18th and 19th up in Martin, Michigan. FastDrags.com. They've got a class for modern muscle, they call it. So we're hoping to have this there, our black CTSV. If you haven't watched that video, check that out. We're hoping to have that car there.
Our
And
Volkswagen's gonna be there in the parking lot.
yeah, Neil will have some Volkswagen in the parking lot. This ain't the diesel drags. This is
Not the diesel drags.
But yeah, so we're trying to have this thing done in, well, less than a month, because that's exactly a month away from today. So we're going to try to get going on it, get all our parts ordered, and hopefully have it running here pretty soon. So that's going to wrap it up. Let us know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you guys on the next one.